A woman capture is about a woman who has been kept as a modern-day slave for 10 years in Hungary. She's also Hungarian, and I got access to shoot in the house where she was captive, and during the shooting she decided to escape. So I'm following her back to freedom. I met her only by chance, and I didn't know anything about her background at the beginning. But I applied to the Hungarian Film School to study directing, and they asked me to shoot a 5-minute short about the day of a person. And I had the visual concept that I want to show only one face in my film. And I could remember her face, because I knew that she's only around 50 but looked like 70. So this was my only reason why I called the family if I might shoot with her. And as it was for my school, and I told them I'm not going to show any other face in my film, they let me to shoot. And during those days of shooting, she told me that she's not paid. So that was the first sign that there is something more behind. So I asked for more and more shooting days. And I think the fact that I was a student, I was working for my school, and I never told them the secrets. What Marish told me gave me all the access. But of course, after a while, they also asked me to pay some money. And then we agreed on some money, which was a good reason to sign a contract with the family. I think it was really important that from the moment when I arrived with my camera, she was not alone anymore, because she didn't have any friend, no one. And of course, I was really patient, and I spent there 1.5 years. I think I got her trust only step by step, because I felt that she feels really ashamed to talk about her situation, and of course there was no trust at all at the beginning. But I was really patient, and I tried to remind her to her free life, that she was born to be free and that she's a lovely person. Yeah, of course it was too much, and I wanted to stop shooting several times. But in the same time, I felt huge responsibility also. I mean, not to stop. I felt huge responsibility to tell this to the world, that slavery exists, and also that I should not let her there. So I think all these things helped me to continue shooting. But I thought it's not my job to tell her what to do. This must be her decision. I stood by her, but this must be her decision. Because if it's her decision, that it means that she became strong enough to stay free, also after the escape. I think it's humanity, because you just can't be an outsider. I think you cannot. I think it's impossible not to reflect to the situation. If someone asks you to help or your opinion, you need to participate. I don't agree with the concept that the documentary filmmaker should stay an observer. I started as an observer. I told her at the beginning not to talk to me at all, but she has the right to stop me filming anytime. But then I recognized that she wants to talk to me, so I let her talk. And I think I made the right decision. For me, it was not ethical not to react. I think the fact that documentary filmmaking has such a big power to change someone's life, and also to show the problems to the world, which should be changed. Yeah, we made a press screening this year, January, before Sundance, and we invited we had a really good press release after the screening, but also the police saw the film, and some people from the government and from organizations. And a few months later, they started a campaign together, which said, don't be a victim of domestic slavery or forced labor or sexual slavery, and you can call this number, the same number which was in the film. And I talked to the head of the campaign, and he said they tried to help everyone. But of course, in the same time, they didn't have such a big budget for the campaign. So I think this takes more time. And I guess this should also be changed by the law, that the police should be able to help the people. Yeah, she's very well. She's still together with her daughter and her grandchild. We took her to the premiere to Amsterdam last year and also in Budapest and to some festivals, and she was so beautiful when she came to the stage, and she was so proud of the film. I know the situation in Hungary because the problem is that they don't really know what documentary means. They think that this is the documentary is only for television. It's the life of the animals, or kind of, or something boring. But in the last years, we had really good documentaries in Hungary. So I think we can change this. We want to work together with other documentary filmmakers in Hungary to change this. And I think there is a really good wave now. It's a new wave, I think. So I really hope that we have a chance. Also, I think people don't watch too many films in cinema last time, or especially not documentaries. But I think also the online platform can help us to spread these type of documentaries.